Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here, and I wanted to do a quick little video going over a little bit of life stuff. It's focused around one topic, and that's my medication. For those of you who don't know, I'm not going to get into gruesome, dirty details about my mental health, because that's no fun, but I have been for, probably at least a year, maybe a year and a half. I don't remember when I first started taking it. I'm sure I have a Facebook memory saying starting my medication or whatever. I don't know exactly. It's been over a year. I've been taking medication. Nothing too crazy. For mainly to help with anxiety and depression, and but the main aspect of it was moreover to help me get to sleep because I was having real problems. I've been in therapy for a couple years now, like 3 years I think, and which is awesome. It helps out a lot, but the problem I was having sometime last year was severe existentialism, just slipping into like dreadful mind states late at night, like because I already don't sleep. I'm looking into hopefully doing a sleep study sometime soon because you know, I don't sleep all the way through the night, and hell, I don't make it through an hour most times before waking up. I usually wake up, I'd say on average, once every 20 to 40 minutes. I'll wake up, and I'll be awake for a couple minutes. Like, I don't just like wake up, go, huh, and go back to sleep. I'm awake, and I'm like fully awake again. I'm rolling over, I'm adjusting stuff, and I'm like trying to fall back asleep, and I get back to sleep. And that happens repeatedly throughout the night. So throughout like a 6 to 8 hour um, night's rest, for like when I fall asleep probably about 2 or 3 a.m. and then wake up at around 10 or 11. And in that time span, I wake up, I don't know, on average 6 to 10 times, I think. Some nights it's way worse, and most nights aren't better. I do occasionally, very, very rarely, get a night where I only wake up like maybe 5 times, and I actually get REM sleep because that's my problem. Is I don't get REM sleep. I don't ever dip down into the levels of sleep I should be getting, so I'm always exhausted. But this medication, man, I got like a sorry, dryness in my throat. The medication I was put on, quidapine, fumarate, whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't really care to like mention what it is. It's kind of like a Cymbalta medication, and it was mainly it was to help with like depression and anxiety, but like moreover focused on helping me just like relax at night and slow my brain down enough to where I could actually sleep. Now I was able to take 1 to 3 pills, so 25 to 75 milligrams, very small dosage, and I found that that small dosage worked. So like I was pretty comfortable taking just one pill, 25 milligrams, each night to go to sleep and make that a habit. And when I first started taking the medication, I took it, and within 45 minutes, I was like, dog, I could sleep, and then I would go to sleep. But the problem was I wasn't staying asleep, so it was helping me actually get to sleep at night, which is good because I have such a problem of like laying there and not being able to sleep for like 2, 3, 4 hours after laying down. Like I would get into bed in the past from at like 1 to 3 a.m. and not fall asleep till like 5 a.m. most nights. So just because my brain does not slow down, that's my problem. Is I can be as physically tired as I want, I can be as mentally tired as I can be. But the problem is my brain just does not stop spinning, so I'm unable to like relax and go to sleep. So the medication helped slow my brain down enough to help me get to sleep, but did not fix the problem of me still waking up constantly throughout the night. Um, so that's what the sleep study hopes to achieve. We're looking for pre-approval for me to get in there and do that because it's a very expensive thing. Sorry, I'm messing with something with my feet. It's a very expensive thing to do, but fingers crossed for that. So, but I talked to my psychiatrist today, my psychiatrist, and I explained to him that like, yeah, the medication does help me sleep, but it doesn't help me stay asleep, and I don't feel like it really tackles any of the issues of like my severe like ADHD or rather not severe ADHD because it's not a constant. I mean, like it is because my brain does not stop going and I'm constantly, bouncing around to different things and like, just like I exhibit a lot of ADHD tendencies, which I'm not well enough educated to sit there and explain. But I know from what I experience that like, yeah, this is like some bad ADHD. Some days are worse than others. Paired on top of manic depressive episodes and anxiety and whatever, and um, unable to regulate those emotions when they hit me. So like when I get anxious, they like fucking hits me like a ton of bricks, and I can be as logical as I want, especially when I'm explaining to somebody how those things work and what they should be doing and giving advice. I'm really good at being analytical about that, but as soon as it happens to me, all that shit shuts down and I'm unable to cope with it, and I shut down. So I get completely taken over by anxiety, which is where like, anger issues come out of me. I get really mad and I can't stop. I can't think my way out of it because like I'm stuck in it. Same thing with depression. Same thing with being like my mind fritzing with ADHD and shit. So I explain that to him. Like this helps me get to sleep, which is great, but it doesn't tackle the issues that I have throughout the day. And I feel like if we tackled, getting me on more consistent mental function, then that would kind of translate into helping me sleep better, maybe. So we're taking me off that medication and we're putting me on something new, something that my brother Dylan takes, mood stabilizers. This one is fucking where are you? Lamictal. This is a substitute for Lamictal, but it's a base Lamictal. So small dose, starting in on that, and hopefully if we get in there and the trial runs good and I don't get a rash, because apparently that's like, look out for a rash at the beginning because if you're allergic to it, but like I'm fine, I should be fine. We'll see if that actually balances out some mental scales, and I can still take my other medication to help me sleep. I'm gonna ask him after the trial run, and we see that like my body handles it well and that like maybe it actually does something. Can I take them both, or should I realistically take them both so I can still get to sleep if I need to, and also stabilize my brain throughout the day? And I'm hoping that, because one of the biggest drawbacks I have of my sleeping medication, which I'm totally fine with what it does, but like once I hit like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, I lose all motivation, dude. I don't even, I'm not even tired. I just like start to relax, and my brain does start to slow down a little bit, enough to make me not want to do anything, but not enough to stop anxious thoughts, and not enough to always prevent existential dread. And by existential dread, I mean thinking about like life and death and aging and losing family members and just like all that shit that like just heavy, impactful stuff. Death is pretty impactful, especially when it's your own. But it slows down my brain to where I'm not motivated, so I lie down and I'm more susceptible to be able to go to sleep, but like it stops me being motivated, and that translates throughout the day as well. I wake up groggy as fuck. I wake up like so fucking sleepy, and my brain doesn't like turn on fully. Like it's trying to turn on, but it's like it's stalling, and I'm just kind of stuck in like I'm thinking, but I can't do anything about it. I'm thinking so much, but I have no will to execute what I'm thinking, which is a big problem for me, because then I get depressed if I'm not active. If I'm not acting out my motivations and the things I want to do, I get depressed and I start to feel really a lot of self-loathing. So, and when I had COVID at the beginning of January, and then we're at the end of, what was it? It wasn't COVID. It was when I got, wait, yeah, it's when I got sick just recently after having COVID, and I got the flu, which is crazy because I never get sick. I haven't been sick in like 10 years, and I got hit twice within 2 months. So everyone's getting sick, but I actually needed to take NyQuil because my head hurt so bad and I was so congested. I had to take NyQuil to be able to sleep, and NyQuil had some weird clashing, like nothing really bad, but like it could enhance some negative feelings with this specific medication. So I just like, play it safe. I don't like messing with stuff like that. So I didn't take my medication on the 2 nights in a row where I took NyQuil to be able to get to sleep. And the nights that I did that and I didn't take my medication, dude, I woke up at like 9 a.m. as opposed to 11, just like This is me sleeping. Just whoop, I'm up. Here we go. I was like fully awake. Like I woke up. I didn't wake up going like, oh, I spit a little. Sorry. To emphasize, like I'm just such a groggy, saggy mess. I'm just like when I get up. I woke up like how I used to wake up. I used to wake up like, here we go. Start the day. Not motivated, but just like my brain was just like as soon as I got up. And on my medication, my brain's like when I get up now. So I'm hoping that switching off the medication will help me. I might still have nights where I can't sleep, but hopefully this will regulate my brain enough to where it doesn't affect me as bad, so I can just go back to how I used to sleep, and then I can wake up better. And yeah, so I'm just wanted to talk to you guys about that real quick, let you know kind of where I'm at, and also put this as like a benchmark, and I can check back in 3, 4, 5 months and see where I am. So yeah, thank you for listening, and there's a little bit of insight to you. Don't ask me for advice on medications. I don't know. I don't know why you would. That just like popped in my head and I started speaking. This is awkward. All right, bye.